start like using it while you speak for a while. Oh, I'm live right now, by the way. So everyone who is watching me on YouTube, if you click that link and go to YouNow, I'm live right now. So everyone click that link. Go over there. It's the same thing. watching it over there too. So everyone click it. I want to see the number from 13 go to 0 and then on YouNow for it to go up to 13. Why is it going up? No, go to YouNow. Go to YouNow. See you there. Yes. Okay, go. But yeah, if you want your husband to sign with you, if you want him to learn, then start signing while you're talking so that he's getting the vocabulary while he's hearing it so he doesn't have to learn it like separately. He can learn it while he's just talking to you. You're banned from YouNow. How do you get banned from YouNow? Can't you just make a new account? My pillowcase. Have you been? I'm good. Hi, Riley. You're back. I am back. Hi, Joe. Thank you for inviting your fans. If you're watching on YouNow, please share. Please share. Share. Okay. Thank you, Danny, for sharing the broadcast. It's an IP ban. How did you get banned? What did you do? How did you get banned from YouNow? Okay, it makes me like go to some other thing. Like it won't let me connect my YouNow to YouTube for some reason. Like it gives me a link and it's like, go click this link, but then that link doesn't take me anywhere. So, yeah, it's a struggle. This happened to me before and I had to like do it on a different computer. Like I had to do it like on my phone or something and it would work when I was live streaming on my phone. I don't know. It was weird. You're back on here. I am back. I plan on live streaming on YouNow a lot more. So if you're watching on YouTube, switch over to YouNow. I've got to go. Okay, bye, Christian. You can probably contact YouNow, the email, like the contact people. They're actually pretty good about stuff like that. So you can contact them if you want your account back. I want to learn favorite song. Oh, cool. Okay, so everyone here, go here. Go there. Go to YouNow. Hi, Danny. You get a dog. Cool. Nice. Drip on my pillowcase. I have bars now. Like somehow my coins got turned into bars. Like that's a thing. I just got a notification saying that. That like my 500 each 500 coins got turned into bars. So now I have bars. Is that a thing? Do you guys have bars? Yes. That happened recently. Cool. So you guys actually have bars now? That's nice. Nice. I like that a lot. Because bars are hard to get. If you have thoughts on Libby leaving, she asked me about she asked me, she's been thinking about it for a long time. I know everyone thinks that this was like a one thing happened and then she, boom, quit. But she's honestly been thinking about stopping her channel for months. She texted me about it a long time ago. So I don't think it's something she thought lightly about. And honestly, I don't think her YouTube channel was bringing her a lot of happiness anymore. Like, I don't think she was enjoying it much. I think she was enjoying signing covers, but I don't think she was enjoying sharing them. So I think it's totally fine. She can make other content. It's not like signing was the only content she was making anyway, so. Yeah, agreed. Cool. And she has a lot of courage. Like, I've always wanted to start making other content on my YouTube channel, and I've always been afraid to. So I'm a little envious of her. I'm just kind of afraid to make my channel, because I want to post sign language covers, and I'm afraid to make my channel more about me, because I'm afraid, because then my channel is going to be making money, because it'll be monetized for the videos that weren't sign language. But I don't want people to think that I use sign language to gain popularity and then use that popularity to make money, because that still is like a little bit of the level that people don't like, you know. So there's just a lot of that. I get a lot of it too. So I understand where she comes from. Like, I get what she's thinking and what she's going through a lot. But it's tricky. It's just like a really fine line that you have to teeter on constantly. Thank you for becoming a fan. Welcome to the family. For the rest of us, and what it means for hearing people making ASL content. Yeah, it's hard because she was the big name. Like, she had the most subscribers out of anyone on YouTube making sign language covers, right? So, like, she got most of the hate. Most of the focus was settled on her. Like, she was used as examples for everything. Like, anybody who didn't like sign language covers specifically went to her. So all of the smaller channels that are going by like unseen are going by unseen. So they're not experiencing the same thing. But if they were to get as big as her, they might have to deal with the same problems. Can I ask you something? Of course. I love your ASL videos. Thank you. And she's obsessed. Yay! Boo thing. Really? Who calls someone a boo thing? It just reminds me of Boo the Ghost, like from Super Mario. I didn't know that. I thought you had the most subs. No, Libby had like 50 times more subs than me. I'm exaggerating. It's not 50. I think it's 5 times. Yeah. Something like that. She still does. She has a YouTube channel. She's just doing other things with it. And I support her. She makes good content outside of sign language videos. I think everyone's just kind of overlooking that. And a ton of YouTubers just kind of change their content at some point in their career. They just switch it over and do something different. How do you feel about deaf couples? I have no opinion. I feel the same way about them as I do every other couple. They are a couple. Good for them. I'm doing a throwback, I guess. Cool. That's the Boo thing. It's a throwback. Too old for this. You're the greatest. Oh, thanks, Riley. So how are you? I am great. How are you doing? Also, regarding wanting to rebrand, is already a brand. I made another channel just for things I want to post. Yeah, Nisa Around the World. That channel is just so hard to focus on because I'm having a hard time making videos for ASL Nisa, and that channel has like no reward for my videos because people don't see them. So I feel like I just put in a lot of work for nothing, and it's hard when you have another channel that you already put so much work into. It's there as an option, and you just can't. It's hard. Like, it's frustrating. Yeah, you're never gonna spell. I just like accept that. No one spells my name right. At Starbucks, no one has ever gotten it right without looking at it on the app, like when I pay with the app, or if they ask me. No one's ever gotten it right. Once I got Lisa, they just weren't listening. Thanks for the avocado, Riley. It's an avocado. Very bad. Thanks for asking. Aw. Are you okay? What happened? Rough day? I only worked 1 hour today, so I clocked in some work at home because I had some paperwork to do. So. Boop, boop, boop. No, I have not watched whatever that avocado thing is. I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it's good for your future. No, ASL theme, not ASL covers themes. What? Trying to move away from covers. I feel like if I make ASL related content that's not about covers, it would be worse in some ways because I am not qualified to talk about ASL in that way. I'm not. And my song covers, at least they're not monetized. Like, it's just for fun. Like, I'm not hurting anyone by making them. I know that's debatable in a lot of sense, but I'm not gaining anything from them. And all my videos do is make people want to learn sign language. So, yeah, there's a lot of people against it, and that's something I've known for years, and it hasn't gotten worse. Like, it's the same. It's been the same. It's just, yeah, it's not different. So I put a disclaimer, I let people know I make mistakes, I correct my mistakes, and I move on. I think from what people have told me, it's the making money. That's the big thing that people don't like. It's better than a random room tour. Oh. Well, anything would be accessible to deaf viewers if you just put closed captions on it. Like, I can't sign while I speak because that's not accessible. I can't put like a little thing signing in the bottom because I'm not completely fluent, so that wouldn't be right either. Like, I'm not an interpreter. So the only way to make content accessible is closed captionings right now. Or to just have it totally in ASL, in which case it's closed captionings would be the way to make it accessible for people outside of ASL users. Catered to deaf viewers. See, I don't feel qualified to do that. Most of the people that watch my channels aren't deaf. Most of my viewers aren't in the deaf community at all. So if I focused on making my videos just for the deaf community, I would lose most of my audience, and it would be just like me starting a brand new channel. And I'm not deaf, so like, why would I do that? Like, that feels even more, that just feels worse to me. Like, why would I do that? I have no personal like connection. I can't relate. I can't. What I can do and what it's been percolating for a long time in my brain. So I use sign language for work. And the reason I make song covers is because that's how I use sign language at work. Like, I sign songs for work. Like, I'm a music therapist. But my clients aren't deaf. They're not using sign language because they can't hear. They're using sign language because they can't speak or process language. Or they're having problems speaking, so they need another, like a baby step to help them gain speech. You know, they need another mode of communication. So I use sign language every day, all the time. I also do baby sign language all the time because I work with babies. So, and like everyone knows that baby sign language is a thing. Like, no one faults that. No one gets mad at the baby sign language videos, right? Like, those ones are totally fine because it's just accepted that it works. But music used like therapeutically hasn't been accepted yet. But like, I actually am a music therapist and I actually do use this in my profession. Like, this is actually something that I've done a lot of research and have seen firsthand proof that it works. So like, in a way, sign language song covers is like the only thing I feel qualified to do. The only thing that's tricky is at work I don't use ASL. I use sign language, but I don't use the grammar because none of the people I'm using it with are in the deaf community, so they are signing to people who use spoken syntax. So they're not going to use ASL. But the tricky thing is I can't put that on YouTube because then I would be in the same boat as Libby with everyone saying it's not ASL, you shouldn't be pushing that because people think it's ASL. So like, I have to post ASL on YouTube, right? It's weird. It's like a weird, I put myself in this unsolvable problem. What motivated you to learn ASL? Super helpful for learning new signs. I just liked sign language. Like, that was the only reason I really started learning. To hearing people who are a bit. But the thing is, it's not just hearing people. There are, I guess that is who I'm catering to, but I don't want to limit it to that either. I want everyone to be able to watch my videos. When you're a professional PSEer, I am. Like, I use PSE every day, all the time. And it's not even, like, I use modified sign language all the time, too. Because I work with babies and people with have physical disabilities, so I have to modify signs. And that in itself is a whole nother skill. When you have to figure out a way to modify a sign so that you can still understand it as a sign, but it's catered specifically for them and their abilities, it's complicated. Like, it's hard. And that's a whole nother skill that you can't learn anywhere. Like, there's no place that teaches you that. You just have to learn from doing it. But I do plan on being like the face for music therapy and sign language and like really pushing it forward. But making my content on YouTube more about music therapy sign language is tricky because it's such a small little thing. You know, it's like so specific. It would basically be simply signed videos. Like, that would be what I would be making. Aw, thank you, Jasmine. You do you, boo. Thank you. Yeah, the issue is a lot of people promoting it wrong. Like, they're saying it's something it's not. Right? I've always wanted to make videos about music therapy, but I've been afraid to. But I've always wanted to. And in reality, this would be a good channel for it because it is still music related, and it's, I know it's like ASL, Nisa, but like, it's still music. Like I don't know. It feels wrong to use my platform that I gained making ASL videos for anything other than ASL videos, but at the same time, if this is a dead end and people don't like it, then the only option for me would be to modify and change, right? So like you can't really get mad at me for doing what you want. Aw, thank you, Jasmine. You're a sweetheart. I hope you have a lovely evening. Is it easier to stay? Is it too? How are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you, Emily? I'm cold. I'm gonna turn my fan off, but I like my fan on because I like it to be cold above my blankets. I need a blanket. Sign English trap. People who market sign English as ASL. How to stop sign English. Websites that use it. I can't make a video about that. I'm just not the right person to be the person to speak that on that, you know? It's just not my lane. I can talk about it. I can share my opinions, but I can't make a video claiming to like, when you make a video, it's there forever, you know? It's just different. You can make another, I see making other channels like a downward spiral because it's more work. You have to keep up with more channels. So when you're working on one channel, the other ones start to fall. So you have to it's just making more work, and it's no longer a hobby. It's now work. And you don't get any reward for it because your following is all in one place. So trying to get them to move is really hard. Like I have, 60-something thousand subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I can't even get 1,000 of them to go to my Anissa Around the World channel. Like, it's hard. You just can't. It's hard to do. Yes, yeah. I know sign language. I can sign while I talk. Yeah. It's hard to like get recognized, but it's also hard to build it knowing that you did it. Like you've already done that. You builded your community, and now you're just trying to like ignore that community and build a new one. Like that's the hard part. Like is it easier to say? Ooh. I don't wanna know. Oh, I know that I'm never ever gonna change. Nice to meet you. Oh. Make friends. Gabby is old school. YouNow. Well, my ASL channel is for me because I don't get paid for it. But I still built it. And I've been making videos for 8 years to build this community. And I like the people that watch my videos, you know? I've got like a good family here. And if I start making videos for a different YouTube channel, it's just going to be hard to keep up with both, you know? Like, it's just going to be hard to make videos for one YouTube channel and then find time to make videos for another one. It's just planning and work, and I'm struggling with one channel because this isn't my job. Like, I don't get paid to do this, so it's hard to just stay like motivated, you know? Live your life. And if I'm just gonna live my life, then I can post whatever I want because it's my YouTube channel, right? So if I wanted to start posting different things, I could. And I could change my name for my YouTube channel whenever I want to. If I wanted to just be Anissa, I could. I think he started watching you 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I think it's been 3 years since I started on YouNow. And yeah, because it was after college, so 3. Ooh, that reminds me. I just have to start thinking about playlists. Ooh. Have they said anything about that? Is there a date and a time for that yet? If it makes you happy, you should continue doing it. Not that I know of. I'm gonna look it up. Playlist Live 2019. Playlist Live. Oh, they only have Orlando. Are they not doing DC? Yeah, I guess. Are they not doing DC this year? They have Orlando for 2020. I guess they're not doing DC this year. Bummer. That's the only one I go to. Well, I guess they did. They had the pop-up playlist. I guess that kind of counts, right? I can't go all the way to Florida. That's way too far. I haven't heard anything from other YouNowers. About what? What? It's so much. It is. It's a lot of planning making ASL covers. It's a lot of work to make them a way that you like them, a way that you can be proud of. Oh, hi, Brittany. But not 20. Yeah, right there. I don't think there is a playlist in DC this year. That sucks. I haven't been getting any notification. Well, I haven't been live in like a billion years, so that would be no reason for that. I'm really still live on YouTube too. I've just been live on both. I should probably end this YouTube live stream. Right? There's only 4 people here. You guys know. I'm on YouNow. Go to YouNow. Okay, bye YouTube. Let's make sure this doesn't post. Edit in studio. I don't like what my live streams post because it's just too much pressure. Have a good night. Okay, good night, Emily. Nice to meet you. So it's your fault. I haven't seen it. It really has been that long. Like the my boyfriend thing was around the last time. He actually just left. Like he was here before I live streamed. He has to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, so it's past his bedtime. Is it easier to stay? Is it easier to go? I don't wanna know. Oh, I know that I'm never ever gonna change. Ooh, what was that? Did you guys see that? Did my screen just go like black for a second? I got this little thing. You can't see it. There's like no way I can show it to you too. It's like a little cover for your webcam on your computer. Like I can close it and you won't be able to see me. Bye. Hi. I got it so I can like cover my camera when I'm not using it, because enough people got me paranoid that people are watching me, so now I cover my cameras when I'm not using it. In Cleveland while I'm working at this company for deaf people with an almost entirely deaf staff. Cool! You're gonna learn pretty fast then. Just trial by fire. Go! do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, 10 years live. Okay, so they're making like a real big deal about this next playlist, which is why I think they're not doing a DC one. This next one in Florida is supposedly like a real big deal, because they've been live for 10 years. Oh, they've been having them for 10. Really? Has Playlist Live really been going on for 10 years? Wow. I want to go. I mean, I guess it's a year away. I could save up money and like get a plane ticket and like go. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Thank you. Look at that. You're number one. I really jump straight into the community. Do it. Go for it. That's the best way to learn. A small understanding of how they feel. Yeah, that's probably very accurate. Have you been to KCON? No. And now I'm just like getting too old. Like, I love K-pop, and there's a lot of people my age that enjoy K-pop, but there's so many fangirls. So many, and they're like really hardcore. So it's just like hard to be an adult in a sea of fangirls. It's just hard. So I'd love to go, but I have to go with the right group of people that can just make it fun, you know? And unfortunately, I am the only one that is into K-pop. I have my sorority big, who could go with me, and one of my friends, Kyla, who she used to be in my tutorial videos. She also likes K-pop, but Kyla does not like K-pop to the extent that I like it, so I don't think she would want to pay all that money to go to KCON. And my other friend is just busy; she's working, so I don't think she could take the time to go to KCON. So like, I need to find a group of people that are willing to go with me. Why don't I have coins anymore? Because your coins turn to bars. Every 500 coins turns to a bar. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it said. I don't know. I want coins. Bars are better than coins. You get the big stuff with bars. You can only get the little things with coins. You can teach the signs for tarot cards. I'm literally like negative. I'm like negative, not required. What's the word I'm looking for? Not able, but that's not the one I'm qualified. I'm like negative qualified to do that because I know nothing about tarot cards and I'm not good enough sign language to teach it. So can't do that. But that's really interesting. I'd watch a video about that. If you know anyone that does, tarot cards. But yeah, fingerspelling, it does seem like what it would probably be. I'm gonna cut my nails before tomorrow. They're so long. This is long for me. If you can see the white, it's too long. I have to cut them. I've always wanted. I've never had my nails so that there's no white clouds in any of them. Right now there's one in this one. You see it? A little cloud. I'm just like not dainty enough with my hands. I hit them on things all the time, so they keep getting little clouds in them. Is there a sign for card? I don't know. I don't know that one. Okay. Cards. That makes sense. Magic cards. I'm pretty sure you would just spell it. Oh, there's a sign for tarot. Oh, nope. No, that's not. You fingerspell it. Yep, you just fingerspell it. I'm getting tired now. But I need that validation. Drip on my pillowcase. Drip on my pillowcase. Okay. I'm gonna go soon because I'm tired. I'm getting sleepy. But I do plan on being live more frequently. Like probably late at night. Probably like around 9 or 10. I might go live for like an hour. Like before I go to bed. Maybe. Honestly, kind of depends if Anthony's here or not. But I just got here, sorry. But I've been live for a really long time. So I went live here, and then I went live on YouTube, and then I came back here. So like total, I've been live since like 9 something. So it's been over an hour. You guys know, I have like a threshold. And once I pass an hour, there's got to be something crazy going on for me to stay. Anthony, my boyfriend. If he's here, we might go live for a little bit. We might not. Aw, lady knitted 400 blankets for dogs at shelters. So cute! Is Spider-Man out yet? When does Spider-Man come out? I want to see Spider-Man. Is that this week? Does it come up? No, it's next week. I want to see Spider-Man. He's my favorite. BTS sucks. BTS are really great. Their fan base is a bit extra. But the group itself are very talented individuals. How about Big Time Rush? I forgot they existed. And I have their manager's phone number. Fun fact. But at least the old manager, I don't know if Chris Rojas is still their manager, but I have his phone number. I don't even know if it's still his phone number. That was years ago. There's a weird connection. One of my friends back in the day was a band signed with him, and I was one of their like newer like fans from the beginning. So his manager knew me by name when I like went to go to a meet and greet. And he like, I have his phone number now. No, it was weird. But they left. They left. He was like actually not a very good manager. So like that was so long ago. I'm not an interpreter and I don't need an interpreter job. You mean that fat guy? I think he is that fat guy. He just wore a hat. Weird story time. I remember going to that meet and greet, and we all knew of him because they always like live streamed and stuff. But I remember going to that meet and greet and saying hi to all the guys, and him coming out and being like, Anissa, like, Chris Rojas? Hi? Like, why do you know me? That was weird. It was a weird time. But that's my friend David from Future Sunsets. That was his first band. Not his first, the first band that I knew him from. That's how I know him. I was his fangirl for his very first band. So long ago. It was like, no, it wasn't. It was like 7 years ago, maybe 8. It wasn't a full decade yet. Yeah, I think it was like 8 years ago. 8 years ago. My wish order has been processed. Woo! I wonder when it will get here. Like next year. I think I still have Troy's number too. I totally do. I still have one of their old bandmates. I have his number too. I have a lot of really weird phone numbers. People that I will never contact and have never contacted. Go live again next Sunday? Yes, I might actually go live during the week too. If I can get my work done so I'm like not stressed, I will go live. Chip on my pillowcase. I don't have to work until 11:30 tomorrow. Woo-hoo. I have this dot here, like a new mole that, like not mole, it's a birthmark, it's flat, but like, I didn't used to have that. I swear that's like a thing that happened within the past year. Like I have an eyeball mole. And it's like pretty noticeable. I didn't realize how noticeable it was. I also have like these weird like drool pimples that just came out of nowhere. Those are kind of annoying. I call them drool pimples because it looks like I got them from drooling. I don't drool, but it looks like that's how I got them. 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Wow, that's a weird schedule. 5 to 9, is that legal? How long is that? That's like not legal. I'm in home health care. Oh. 8:30 a.m. That's early. Normally they have a music makers camp this week, and that's from morning until noon, which is why I don't work until later, because the camp is going on, and I don't have to work the camp because apparently they got tons of helpers, so they don't need me. And I'm not running it. Another music therapist is. I run baby music. I don't run the music makers camp. I do baby music, and I have one intergenerational group. But baby music is fun. I'm gonna have sign time, and because baby music is exactly what it sounds like. It's a music group for babies, and I run it, and it's the cutest thing ever. And I use sign language, and I incorporated it into the songs, so that you have like these little kids that are using sign language, like they're saying more drums, and it's so cute. It's cute because I got my kids and they leave afterwards, and I only see them for 45 minutes, but they're so cute for those 45 minutes. I set my own schedule because I'm a boss. Technically, I make my own schedule too because I confirm, like they find me clients and I decide whether I want them or not. And I can move them around. But if I want to work, I have to settle for things, so. I'm working with someone who's definitely, you shouldn't be nervous, it's just another person. You're just like everybody else. Do you want my pillowcase? So tomorrow, since I only work a couple hours, I can do a lot of my planning and get it done so that I will have no stress. So then I can live stream. I want to film a cover tomorrow. So if I can get all my work done and make it back home, I can film a cover and then hopefully have it up by Wednesday. If I can edit it and post it on Monday, that'd be cool, but I just don't see that happening. So Wednesday. Tuesday I work 10 hours, so that's not happening either. It's a long day for me. So Tuesdays and Fridays are my long days. My schedule's really weird. It's like I work 2 hours this week on Thursday, but next week I will work 8 hours on Thursday. Then this week I work 2 hours on Monday, but I work 10 hours on Tuesday. Like I'm gonna work. There's a Friday in July that I work from 9 to 8. I'll be working 11 hours. So, you know, it's weird. It's a weird job. But then there's days that I only work like I have like one group, so I like work an hour. So it's really all just about time management. Like I can work a really long day, it's not a problem. As long as the next day is a pretty chill day. Yeah, mine is different because I have some groups that I see once a month, some that I see weekly, some I see bi-weekly, some are just special events that are going on over the summer, some are like 4-week programs that start at different times. So my schedule is just in constant flux, and that's just kind of what it's like at my job, and that's what it will always be like at my job. So it really is like a play it by ear kind of thing. And then people cancel sessions, people need to move, people get sick, you have to reschedule things. So it's always moving, it's always changing. But I do have some control over the things that I take and the people and where I move my sessions and stuff. So it's not like it's like chaos because I control it, but I control where things go. So. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm tired and it's 11. Can you give us an example of your work ASL? My work ASL, like the signing I use at work? Well, I use baby sign language. Not much to give you for that. It's just baby signs. Like, I do a jump thing, and at the end of it, I go, I want more, and they have to sign more. So, can you sign more? More, yay, more! We jump. And stuff like that. And I have a sign time, let's do some sign times. And we pick like signs for the theme of the day. This is new. I haven't actually done this yet. But we'll pick like signs for the theme of the day, and then throughout the day we'll sign those signs again. So I'll just keep asking them so that they learn like 3 or 4 signs every group. That's cute. And they have to be pretty simple because they're little kids. So, for work, I use sign language in a lot of ways, and it's kind of complicated to explain because it's different for everybody. Like, I just got a new client who is pretty nonverbal, doesn't really speak, and they don't have really a mode for communication. PECs weren't working. That's the picture ones where they use like an iPad and point to things. It wasn't really working for him. So I did a few signs while I was speaking. He doesn't know sign language, so I didn't expect him to understand if I just signed to him. So I combined signed with speech because sometimes I was told sometimes processing was a little hard for him. So if you ask him to do something, you probably need to gesture with it in order for him to understand. So instead of gesturing, I was signing, and it worked pretty well. He was processing the requests I was making and doing things. So that's like an example of using sign language, because his family was gesturing, like they would point or like demonstrate things, like basically playing charades with him to help him understand things. And I was like, well, sign language. And that's a thing. And it's much easier because not only are you gesturing for what you want, but you're also providing him a way to communicate to you what he wants. So, sign language. So that's like an example of how I use sign language. So it's a little different than what you would think. I do have one client that goes to a school for the deaf because he's hard of hearing, and he signs with me a lot. But he's starting to get more speech now, Down syndrome. So their speech is just delayed a lot of times, and it's just harder to form the words. So it's a different type of speech needs, because they will say things, but it will just be illegible a lot of the time. So the signs will clarify what he was saying. And now his speech is clearing up a bit, and he's saying a bit more. So he's using less signs, though he still understands them. Yeah. But that we use the alphabet. I was teaching him the alphabet, so like sometimes I have a song that I sing. I see an L, I see an L, I see an L is for lightning, letter L. And I sign it, L is for lightning, letter L. Kind of things. And Old MacDonald, oh my gosh, Old MacDonald, we have to sign. You have to sign the animals. Like, everybody knows signs for animals, so you have to sign animals. Cow is like a crowd favorite. You have to know cow and pig. So I use sign language for a lot of people for like kid songs. You do? I do too. I have an adult group that I actually start this week. Adults on the spectrum or with developmental disabilities. That starts this week. Normally I work with kids. I have a few teenagers and elderly, like at assisted living facilities. But I have one adult group. I'm getting this. It's a summer group. I also there's a couple people I know a couple clients that it is accessing language is hard. So it's not processing, they understand everything you're saying. And it's not that they can't form words, they're forming words and saying them, but they're not accessing the right words. So they're saying like words associated with it. Like if I say, what's this animal, and I'm showing a pig, she'll say cow, but she knows that that's a pig. But her word, she just can't find the word. Like it's not, her brain is making her say cow when she wants to say pig, kind of thing. For that, we use sign language too. And that I've noticed for her, if I sign pig while I say it, she finds the word and says pig. It's just having the visual is helping her brain find the right word instead of just the audio of pig. Complicated things, neurology is weird. So I think there's just so many ways I use sign language that people don't know about, and everyone just thinks maybe I sign songs at work. but I don't really sign any songs. I might sign some words in a song. That's not really how I use sign language. I use it with music, but not in the same sense. You know? Weird. It's weird stuff. There's just so many uses for sign language outside of it's how the deaf people communicate, you know? There's just so many other uses in terms of language development and processing that no one's talking about. It drives me crazy. Can help with communications. Well, the way language learning works as in the developmental stages is first it's receptive, so they hear things and are starting to associate them. Then it's gesturing, like pointing, like they're learning that if you point to the fridge, you might get food from the fridge. Like they're learning expressive communication in gesturing. So a lot of people with language disabilities or developmental disabilities, they get stuck in that gesture stage and they don't move on to the verbal stage, or they just get delayed, so they're there for a little while. So adding sign language to that stage of language development is providing language. Language is normally like coupled in with verbal, and when you combine it with gesture, it's like giving you a boost to the next step. So that's already like a fact. Like everyone knows baby sign language is a thing. It's just that no one's applying it to people who aren't babies anymore, even though there's tons of people that, even though they're not babies and they're functioning at higher levels in different areas, language, they might still be at this stage and they just need to move up to the next stage. They just might need a boost. There's like a lot of people that just kind of settle. They're like, they're never going to speak, it's fine. They just don't assume competence. They don't assume that they understand what you're saying. They don't assume that just because she's saying cow doesn't mean that she doesn't know that's a pig. She could know that's a pig. She just can't say the word pig. She knows. You're assuming she doesn't know. I'm assuming she does know. Sometimes they need a step stool instead of a ladder. I like that. Do you ever feel insecure about life in general? A lot, all the time. Life is scary. There's so many things. Okay, I'm really gonna go now. Oh wait, I'm gonna go at 11:11. I'm waiting for 11:11. I'm gonna click off exactly at 11:11. So good night, everybody. I'll see you when I go live next. I don't know when that will be. It might be tomorrow. My boyfriend might be here tomorrow if I go live. So you might be able to say hi to him. I don't know yet. But yeah. I'm waiting for 11:11. It's still 11:10. I'm just looking at the clock. Thank you for becoming a fan. Welcome to the family. Tell my boyfriend I love him too. Thank you, Brittany. Oh, it's 11:11. Okay. Good night, everyone. Make a wish. And